on the 2nd of February 2017, a group of dismissed army officers numbering 547, I met them in person, came to the Commission's headquarters appealing for leniency and praying the Nigerian Army to tender justice with mercy. I want to stress that clause, tender justice with mercy. They did not come complaining that we should intervene and resolve a dispute. I understand the threat from judge, and then later got to the Human Rights Commission from where they were referred to us. What we did was settle them down, appeal to them to maintain justice, maintain calm, with the assurance that we were going to take necessary steps. One of such necessary steps is to come to you. Not that we want to resolve it, because this is not a case we would ordinarily be intervening to take a decision.
Does that speak to the case that you talk about when they say that they are appealing for leniency and not that they're not guilty?
I think they spoke to concerning some soldiers that they were dismissed. And
not your own soldiers?
Not our own officers.
So this one is 500 and something
500 soldiers.
Yours
there
is
was
22.
Senior officers, 38 of them, 22 that we speak for now, okay? That doesn't speak to that. But after that, you have to look at the narrative that's out there from the Nigerian Army, okay? The Nigerian Army is a significant institution in Nigeria. We all have a stake in it, okay? So let me give you if I may, let's say somebody, you at the place and you say, you know what, Mr. Man, go and use this cassava and make fufu, fufu. So you go and use it and make poison, right? So give to everybody to eat poison, and everybody's throwing up, right? And you that give the poison to them, who that are throwing up, come to me and you go, look, boss, this guy gave us poison, we're all throwing up. And if somehow, in that situation, the boss, who is not the president, will not do something about it. You have to ask yourself, is it the fact that this guy that gave us poison is he more stronger than the boss? Because this is what happened. These are significant powers that these individuals have. And they've used it. And people are saying, look, it's been done wrongfully. And at the very least, somebody should come and, somebody that's independent or can speak to the real issue of fact, should look at it.
Okay, if I could read some more of this, because I think it was Colonel, trying to get the name now, he was acting director at the time, acting director, Army Public Relations, Colonel Sandy Usman, and he says that he was speaking about this particular matter. Yes. And he says that, yes, they were retired, but it had to also do with they were investigated for partisanship during the 2015 general elections, and that some of those retirements were also connected with the investigation by the Presidential Committee investigating defense contracts. He says that the Army has files of all these people, not some, all of them, yes, and that they don't understand how they could say that they were not invited, they were not notified. But you say, according to Army records, that's not the case. How? Do you see the records?
I'll tell you this. Okay, this is how it works from what we know about the Army functions. If there was an issue and you were a person of interest in that issue and you were going to investigate it, they would specifically ask you to come there, okay? And in the case of the Army, there were two investigations. There was one in the Office of National Security Advisor. That one sat in Abuja. There was one that concerns the election. That one sat in one day in Kaduna. So every person that was to be a person of interest in either of them will have had to go there. To go there, you have had to be transferred to that place for jurisdiction. It's very important. It starts the entire process, okay? Now, none of these persons were transferred for jurisdiction. Okay, that's one. That was the first turn, they made the wrong turn, and they continued, right? Now, if you were actually found culpable in this inquiry, there's a process. You'll be charged, you'll be court-martialed. Then, if you're guilty, then you'll be punished, right?
Were they not charged or court-martialed?
None.
This was a summary judgment?
There was no judgment, there was nothing. I'm saying to you that the record of the Army shows that all these persons, none was even initiated into the process. None.
That's this 22.
All of the 38.
All 38?
But I speak specifically for the 22. Okay?
Including those ones that appeared before some of those panel,
as
which
witnesses.
You say are, okay, they appeared as witnesses.
There's a difference, you see. If I'm going to charge you to a thing and you're a person of interest, I will tell you, look, these are the things I want to look at. I'll give you a chance to come and defend yourself, right? Maybe you bring your lawyer if you like.
So they couldn't have appeared as accessories?
At the point when they will be accessories or principal person that will be charged, you have to inform them so they will not know. You can do that. You can be a witness. Then you know what? I think you have a question to answer. At that point, you must inform him.
So did you see the notification or notices to any of these persons?
I saw one. It was by SMS text.
SMS?
Yes. On his phone.
Was that in addition to
no, that
formal notification?
That was all of it. I mean, says SMS, okay, come and give evidence, election stuff, cardinal, and it goes there, it gives evidence, and it goes.
So, by and large now, due process was not followed in dismissing the 38?
Non-existent.
And what you want now is for due process to come in before any decisions can be made upon your 38 soldiers?
Yeah, see, what we really want is, okay, let's put it this way. You know, we're in court, okay? We're in court for these matters. But we looked at the pattern of behavior from the beginning, even to when we were in court. And it tells us this. It tells us that the Minister of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Army Staff are so confident in doing what they do, which is against their specific charge, that they do not feel anything will come further.
Right. Okay, I'm afraid that's why we'll have to let it go. Abdul Mohammed is a legal practitioner. We appreciate your comment on this morning.
If I could just, one thing, if you have like a few seconds.
Maybe we'll take it up with when the next chapter comes in. Apologies.